Hi guys, welcome to my coffee show. My name is Jack and today we have a decent show. Few weeks ago, one of the viewers asked me, Jack, do you still like it? Do you still enjoy your machine? And I realized I have it for over a year now. I bought it just before my birthday. So if you watch it on the 19th of March, that's my birthday. In today's video, I will tell you the things that I like about it, why I went for it, things that I might maybe not liked as much, some things that I would like them to improve, and also I will try to answer the question, is this machine right for you? So click like, sit tight and enjoy. So before this, I had a dual boiler and it was a great machine. That was a Crem One and I probably would still have it if not by UPS who destroyed it, but it was too big. You see my kitchen is tiny. This machine weighs only 13 kg, dimensions 42 by 23 by 37 centimeters. I wanted something small. I knew I was going to grow up my setup. I also wanted something fast. My dual boiler was okay. In probably 15 minutes with few hot flashes I could pull a shot. Some traditional espresso machines, they required up to half an hour. Decent. 5 minutes, 7 minutes, and it's ready. Because it's ready so fast, you don't have to keep it on forever. And that should save you on the electricity bills in the long term. Another thing that it's a huge advantage, especially for myself, for what I do, it's a connectivity with the scale. So I have my Bluetooth scale. This is a Felicita Arc. I have a video about it as well. Machine connects with the scale. I can program the volume of the shots and the machine will stop pretty much spot on. So once the shot is dialed in, I don't have to worry about anything else, so I can do some nice videos, put them on the Instagram, on TikTok. Yes, I'm on a TikTok. Also send some feedback to the machine so the machine knows where we are in each stage. Check before you buy, but I think any Bluetooth scale would do. And the big thing here, and that's why we all love the Decent, it gives you a total control. Temperature, water flow, pressure, obviously time of extraction, pre-infusion, gap, like a blooming espresso, whatever you think about, you can control and you can adjust. Even something like steaming the milk, you can actually regulate the steam pressure while steaming the milk. So let's say you have a little bit too much milk and it would be splashing at the end, you can lower the steam pressure and it also purges itself after it's finished. There are plenty of profiles to choose from and they keep adding new profiles, they keep improving the previous profiles. I haven't done it yet, but you can even program your own profiles. So this machine is never boring. You keep discovering new things all the time. If you look over the YouTube about the profiles, there are not that many videos. And why? Because nobody really knows how the perfect shot should look like. You can still discover certain things, and if you do discover something nice, you can put it on the diaspora forum. So that's another big thing about the Decent. You have that community behind, 6,000 people or so. So you can share your profiles. If you have any issues, you can ask about the help, the feedback. I remember I had some issue with the so-called innovative long pre-infusion profile. I couldn't hit the right numbers. I asked on the diaspora, 5 minutes, and I got an answer, perfect answer. Each shot you pull, you see a feedback on the screen. So you know where you are, where your shot is. There are a few lines here and there. It might be confusing at the beginning, but it is relatively easy. Also have a line, like a dotted line, which shows you where you should be for each stage. So if you are aiming for that perfect shot, you can try to dial in to follow exactly those lines. That's a nice guidance to have. There are lots of probes in the group head itself. It sends the signal and the machine show it visually on the screen. Certain things like a water flow are calculated. Some people may say maybe it's not accurate. I have to trust Decent on that. Some people say the temperature might not be exactly as it shows on the screen, but this machine has tube for both hot water and the cold water and it mixes it and adjusts the temperature. So I don't think any other machine would be as accurate as this one, and I don't know about any other machine that can change the temperature during the shot. shot. The thermoblock works perfectly because it's fast. So much clever engineering inside. They keep updating the machine software and also the hardware. And now you think, okay, so I will buy a machine today and in the next year there will be a new upgrade and my machine won't be that good anymore. Well, almost always Decent allows you to buy the things that they upgraded for a relatively low cost. You can put them into your machine. Customer service is really good and the machine comes with the warranty. And there is also a new thing with the warranty that as long as you're in the warranty, you can add another 2 years to your warranty for like a $300 and you can keep adding that warranty over and over again. And that list of the pros is really long, so I just gave you few examples. If I missed something, definitely leave the comments. But now let's talk about the things that either myself or you might not like about this machine. This is very subjective, but lots of people think that this is an ugly machine. I like that it's made mostly of the metal and not that many shiny parts, so I don't have to worry about fingerprints. Some people don't like the tablet, some people don't like the shape. For me it works, but I know there are better looking machines out there. This machine has thermoblocks, doesn't have a boiler, so you cannot pull a shot and steam at the same time. Normally that's not a problem for me, I can only do one thing at the time. But here, as I mentioned, once you dial in, you just press the button and the shot goes. And it stops at the right time, so that would be a perfect time to steam the milk. Some people complain the steaming is slow. I mean, it takes like 40 seconds for the regular pitch of milk. Coming back to those thermoblocks, there is a noise, especially at the beginning. Definitely like a rotary pump machine, it will be quieter than this one. The water tank is 2 liters, which is good, but it is an open water tank, so dust, possibly insects, you can find everything inside that water tank. There are some like a third-party upgrades for Decent. Sworks design is like a very good place to look for. They offer certain things to improve, like a cover for the water tank. The catching tray, it's small, but because you don't have to flush the group head, you don't really use that water tray that much. I've never had issue when it overflown accidentally. Another thing that would be nice to have for some people would be cup tray on top. Every now and then, and that maybe happens every 50 shots. The shot just stops. I've been told that certain profiles, there used to be or there still might be some mistakes, like the machine, for example, does not run the pre-infusion for certain shots. This is an Android tablet, an Android system. I'm an Apple boy, it wasn't that intuitive at the beginning. It's doable. That machine opens the possibility. You can play with everything. But there are so many choices that sometimes it might be overwhelming. Each stage of the shot, and the more complicated profiles, they may have 5 or even 6 stages. Each stage of the shot can be adjusted. Lots of different things to adjust. You don't really get a manual with that. I mean, there are certain things online, but lots of things you just need to guess. If you are a perfectionist, that you always aim for everything to be 100% perfect, it may take some time for you, for example, to hit those suggested lines on the screen where the shot is in theory perfect. My advice, just take it easy, taste every shot. Some of them might be nice even if they don't look nice on the screen. The one thing that I was kind of surprised from the beginning, when you pull a shot, when you finish, you remove the portafilter, the pack is always wet. It's probably the wettest pack I've ever had, and I had few coffee machines. And what comes with that, it's the shots on average may have slightly less body than the similar shots pulled on the different machines. I tested this machine against my La Pavoni with the lever style profiles, and the biggest difference I could detect was the lower body on the Decent. They are going to improve it in the future. They will correct the space in between group head and the portafilter and the pack. Water distribution thing also going to be changed. Again, you can get it right now from the Sworks design. I had some viewers that mentioned that it works really well. I never had any major issues with this machine. The only thing that I had, there was some leak, I think from the O-ring in the group head. Some of you pointed that when I was recording certain videos. While pulling the shot, there was a few drops of water just coming from the side. What I did, I just opened everything, clean it up. Sometimes there is some mess there. There are profiles, by the way, for the cleaning up the machine. If you do develop a problem, first of all, contact the customer service and they may send you some parts. If you're in warranty, they will send it for free. If there is a serious issue though, you would have to ship it back to, I think, Hong Kong, where the main base is. That's far, yeah, that takes time. They cover all the shipping costs and everything as long as you're in a warranty. You even get the machine in the suitcase, so it's easy to pack it, send it back, but it is a process. Let's say you live in a UK, you won't have a place in UK, or at least I don't know about any place in UK that would fix it here. The water tank itself is 2 liters, so not that bad, but even if it's not completely empty, the machine can tell you that you need to add more water. That because of that nozzle that goes into the water tank. They recently improved it, so with the new machines, probably it will tell you it's empty when it's almost empty. With my one, it tells it's empty when there's like 1/3 of water still there. So the few things that I would really like the Decent to improve in the future, and they keep working on that. So that's an ever-changing machine. What I tell you today, it might not be that relevant in the year or two. They are really interested into investing and innovating this machine. But the few things that I would like to change, improve the water flow, so higher water flow, that would improve certain profiles if you have that slam of water hitting the pack at the beginning. To damp the noise, it's doable. I know they are working on that. I would like this machine to be also connectable to the iPad, so iOS. I know there are ways to do it, but it is not that easy. I would like it to be straightforward, so you choose Android or iOS. I would also like to see the integrated scale. When I worked on this video, guys, the list of pros were huge. I just gave you a few examples. I know there's more and more and more of that. When I work on a list of cons, that's where I really struggle. So that by itself tells you the story. So would I recommend this machine? Definitely. I loved it since the beginning, even though the first few shots that I tasted were terrible. I think that I will love it in the years to come. It works perfectly, always entertaining, never boring. I can experiment with so many different things. Sometimes I'm just lazy. I just get up in the morning, I wanna pull a shot, don't have to concentrate. I know I have coffee dialed in, kind of. I just press the button and it goes. Sometimes if I'm in that mood of tinkering, of playing with, then I can spend an hour or two trying to adjust the shot to the perfection. Once you hit the perfection, by the way, you can override the profiles. As I mentioned, you can also create the profiles. If you are that kind of person who likes to play with the coffee, who is slightly geeky about the coffee, this is definitely the machine for you. If on the other hand, if you're just someone who just want to pull a shot of espresso, you will still enjoy this machine, but you won't use it to the full potential. And this machine is not cheap. That's something that I haven't mentioned. If you want a good coffee machine without all those functions, if you don't like to use the touch screen, you don't have to, by the way, but for me that's the integral part of the machine. If you don't like all of that, then go for something cheaper. ECM Synchronica. Perfect. Even Sage Duo Boiler, it gives you a lot. So yeah, you can save your money, but if you dip into the coffee, this can be a game changer. This will take your game to another level, or 2 or 3. I mean, I'm still not a coffee expert. It will probably take another decade for me to reach that. If you watched my videos a year ago and what I do now, there is a huge improvement, and lots of that. It's because of that machine. Now guys, if you are still here, definitely click like, subscribe to the channel. Plenty more things coming with this and with other machines. We like to experiment, we like to play, we do lots of pour overs this year. If you are a happy owner of the Decent, let us know how you like it. Maybe I missed some pros and cons, let us know. If you are thinking about getting the Decent, if you have any questions, I may be able to help you, so ask. If you hate Decent, if you think that's the worst thing that could happen to the coffee scene, let us know why. But for today, thank you very much for watching. My name is Jack, this is my coffee show, and hopefully I will see you soon. Thank you, bye!